who we're gonna need to do stuff, no doubt. Because we're trying to get a magical artifact. Who cares?
Was nobody able to contact him?
I mean, he'll probably show up in a little bit if he does or something. I don't know. He texted me asking me about a type of knife for some fucking reason.
What type of knife?
No.
Yeah. He like texted me. He's like, "Is a Santoku knife good?" It's like, well, it's kind of hard to say because that's a type of knife. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like saying, "Oh, is a butcher's knife good?" Yeah, if you need to use a butcher's knife, like, you know. Like,
is a paring knife good? Well,
yeah,
some things.
Like, that's not saying a brand or anything. It's like, sure, I guess. It's a tool.
I use them. The butcher's knife as a spatula.
Oh, the worst. The worst kind of person. It's all good, though. So
no, the worst type of person is the one that uses a fucking butter knife as a flathead screwdriver.
Oh, yes, you're right. That is the worst.
I actually do that.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, let's get back on topic here.
Well, one last addendum to that. Like,
sure.
Call it sexist, but it seems that that's just a feminine thing to do. Like, that was always just, okay, we need a flathead screwdriver, my mom goes for a knife. I need a flathead screwdriver, I go for a fucking flathead screwdriver. My dad needed a flathead screwdriver, he went for a flathead screwdriver.
Well, for me, it's like, where's the flathead screwdriver? Where is it? Fuck, I can't find it. Go use the butter knife. Always use the butter knife.
Yeah, I mean, often you can't find the tools.
Yeah,
that's why you carry around a multi-tool, motherfucker.
All right, so we left off yesterday. We left off yesterday in the Gypsy and the Tankard. It's a little hole in the wall in the middle of a warehouse.
With Salty about to fucking strangle Ollie.
That's right. And Ollie has just sort of ordered a round of drinks for the patrons of the bar. The bartender, you know, is obliging, of course. So Ollie turns to Salt and he's like, well, come, let's see if I can get the voice right. Here we go. Come on, Salty, let's get a drink.
Ollie, I thought you said people didn't know you here.
No, the townsfolk don't, just the people at the bar.
Ollie, where is this bar located?
Well, it's by the dock.
What's behind the docks?
I'm not really following you, Salt. Do you want a pork pie or not?
Ollie, where are all these people in the bar from?
Well, town, I suppose.
And they know you?
Well, the ones in the bar do.
If the ones in the bar are from the town and they know you, then people from the town know you. Ollie.
Well, I guess you're right there, Salt. Sorry. Did I make a mistake?
You've made several so far. Sure, let's have a pork pie.
You go up. Pork pie's 20 copper pieces. Ain't breaking anyone's bank, except maybe the elves. I'm not asking where Zaz keeps his change.
Come with a coin pouch.
Well, I am drinking with the regulars. It's on the house.
It's on Ollie's question mark money.
That's right, yeah. Well, Ollie only ordered one round. So a series of tankards appear. Well, they don't out of thin air, of course. The bartender places them at a bunch of bar stools, enough for the party. Ollie grabs 3 or 4 of them and says, pick a table, guys.
Let's go to the one in the corner, Ollie.
Oh, nice. So you sit down. You'll notice 3 of the corners are filled with shady folk. There's purposely no lights in the corners. The party makes up the last shady table. That's always my favorite trope, is just like, and then we meet in the corner, and it's like the shadiest fucking table with no lights.
You'd figure you would put the light in the corner because then
Exactly.
it would illuminate out from
Exactly. But it's like they always try and hide in the corner. Anyway.
there.
So you sit
Are
down. Sorry?
I was gonna say, are the gnomes with us at the table?
Oh hell yeah, they are. Let's draw our table just so we know. We'll say it's a nice square one, because round ones are for casuals.
Fucking casuals.
That's right. We ain't no casuals. I figure the gnomes probably stick together, and
Implying
Salty
we
is
wouldn't
probably as
stick a
far
gnome.
away as possible from the gnomes.
Implying we wouldn't stick a gnome like in the corner seat.
True.
like get the fuck over it.
I mean, Talon's just passed out with the gnomes.
Talon's just passed out, taking up like that entire booth.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. He's just
Taking,
laying
like,
in the
3.5
middle.
fucking seats, just being an asshole.
He's just laying down. Delay can chill with the other dwarves. And Zaz is God knows where.
I'm just chilling with the locals.
Oh, okay.
Scaring the shit out of the locals. Just
Yeah, just screaming at them.
No, I'm just holding them like one like one in one arm and the other arm, just having a drink.
So you're sipping away at some very, very bitter cider. Alcoholic, of course.
It's not grog.
No, it's not. It's not that strong either, thankfully. So I'm not going to make the elf roll for a fortitude check. Not that mean.
Technically speaking, shouldn't the dwarves' racial resistance to poison apply to alcohol?
It certainly does.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think that's
Well,
where
that
it comes
means I
from.
actually rolled like an 18 then yesterday, not a 16.
Yeah, you're a beast. So as you guys are sipping away, Ollie says, "All right, Salt. So what's the plan? Where are we headed?"
All right, Ollie.
Yeah.
I don't know how many fucking times we've been over this.
Right, we're here for the trinket.
Right. Okay, we're here for that. The townsfolk nor the bar patrons need to know this. Right?
But you don't think some of them might know where it is, or how to get it, or what it is, maybe? Because I don't know. Stories are all different. Is it an orb? Is it his funeral ashes? I don't know.
Alright, Ollie. We know it's in the mountain. They all say that, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Unless these townsfolk have been to the mountain and have retrieved it, what more would they know?
Well, you got a point there, Salt. Can't fault you. You want me to stay here with the boat, or do you want me to come with?
I would say stay here with the boat and the gnomes, because, I don't know if they fucking speak Dwarven, but, they're,
They scream Dwarven.
Alright, Ollie. I don't trust the gnomes. I want you to stay here with the boat.
Alright, got it. Stay with the gnomes and don't let anyone know what we're up to.
Because we're not up to anything, right, Ollie?
Right, you got me, Salt. We're not up to anything, especially not stealing that artifact.
Ollie, I swear to God if I end up in jail because of you,
Alright, well
I will
let's
strangle you with the bedsheet.
go ahead and get Ollie to roll an intelligence check here. Okay, we'll say, what did you say, DC 10? Is that fair?
For him to not flap his fucking gums?
For him to not, for him to understand the gravitas. Oh. It's gonna be a long night. Oh, do you guys see my rolls or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Alright, Ollie. Now, from that look on your face, I'm gonna think that you're trying to cook up an idea.
Oh, he's formulating plans.
Now, you're not a cook. You can salt fish, but that's not cooking. Stop trying to cook up an idea. Look at Ollie. Look at me, not the drink. Ollie. Don't talk to the townsfolk, the bar patron, those guild weirdos, the dockmaster, or anyone else aside from who was in the boat with us.
Oh, alright, so I'll do my best. Do you think maybe we should rest up tonight? We took a bit of a beating on the boat.
And where would that be for resting?
Well, here at the bar. He's got some rooms in the back, and I think he's got some special drinks, if you know what I mean.
Ollie, I've drank things that would kill these gnomes. Define special.
Well, I can't say, I try not to spend too much on one, round of drinks, but I've heard he's got some real good stuff around the bar.
Tell you what, Ollie, if it won't make you go broke, I don't even know how much you have on you. If it won't make you go broke, we can talk about it in the room.
Alright. So, we're gonna proposition the bartender for a series of rooms tonight. Rest up, get our spells back, heal a little bit. The healing's probably important.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do so. We'll say. Well, how do we want to do this? Do we want Salty to comp the bill? I guess because he's the only one with money right now. I guess
How
he's
much
getting a
was it?
boat out of it. For the rooms, we'll say it's like 2 gold. That's not too bad.
Raffle, you're asking Salty to comp the rooms for 2 gold. You saw how much gold I have.
Yeah. You willing to
Yeah.
comp the gold? Comp the room? Think of the boat.
How can Salty comp 2 gold if he doesn't have 2 gold?
You don't have 2 gold at all?
Motherfucker, my picture's in the chat.
Shit.
Like, Salty could easily sell something and get 2 gold, but no.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went to like broke. I guess Ollie could comp the rooms, but then he's expecting a little something out of it.
Ollie's getting
mean-
paid 500 gold for this job.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. All right, fuck it. Ollie'll comp the 2 gold.
I was about to say
Well,
I
he's
have
even the one that recommended staying here, so, like...
That's true. Yeah.
I was about to say I have money. Some
How much do you have?
like 330, I think.
Oh, fucking Zaz is rich.
Well, it's because he bought, like, 2 things.
Well, let's run him under the table with the special brew.
Well, oh, you could do that. Because right now I'm just literally drinking with the
The
locals.
gnomes? Yeah, you would be.
No, I'm drinking with the locals.
Oh, the locals. Oh, okay.
Whether they afraid of me or just
I mean,
going in,
they're
I don't
definitely
know.
not going to remember the giant lizard man that drank with them. So, anyway, you guys sleep the night. Go ahead and roll. I'll be very generous, and we'll say roll 1d4, and that'll be how much health you heal overnight. Hey, nice. I think you were
don't
full
I ever
health
lost
anyway.
health.
Yeah, I think it was only Delia and Talon got fucked up.
So I'm guessing you guys made me drink so much I just knocked out, and I apparently got a room with gnomes in.
The gnomes would just, like, carry you into their room. Like, just fucking little weirdos.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fair to put all the animals in one room.
Well, then we will have to pay for 2 rooms, yeah.
Well, like, so how much gold would that be?
I mean, but paying fucking 2 gold for 2 rooms? Like, that's rather expensive living accommodations for this being a piece of shit bar.
Well, it's because it's the only rooms in town, so. But it's not the rooms you're paying for. with the gold.
But you're trying to pay for the alcohol with the gold? What?
So, halfway through the night, there's a knock on your doors, and a little parchment is shoved underneath them. And on it, there's. Have you ever been to like an Asian restaurant where they have the menu and it's mostly in Chinese or Taiwanese or whatever, and you just write the number of so you're writing like the number of the item you want. Yeah. So these are all written in. Does anyone know Draconic?
Wait,
Well,
Draconic?
Scribdick did. Talon does.
Talon probably does. Yeah. I think Delia may as well. Let's see. What do we got here? Yep, she does. Cool. So, Delia, you're the only one able to read what essentially is a menu for drinks with air quotes. The names are all fairly obtuse, I guess is a polite way of putting it. But there, is there something you would be looking for on this menu?
Probably not. Is it just alcoholic drinks? Or
Um,
are there like healing spells or something?
I'll say one of them looks like it could be a healing draw. Yeah.
Because honestly, that's what she would be looking for, considering the state of her and Talon.
That's right, yeah. So, I'll just give you the, let's see. These are the three, or so the four sort of main things that don't appear to be an actual obvious alcoholic drink, although they still appear to be alcoholic drinks. But it's just because there's an obvious price jump with these. I suppose I could put the gold cost with them.
All right, Ollie, which one of these was your expensive drink?
Well, I've always wanted to try the fire-bellied ale. I heard it was quite good.
Ollie, you can read whatever the hell this scribble is.
Of course. You're not fluent in the old language. They used to teach it in school.
Ollie, kinda hard to go to school if you spent 35 years on a boat.
Well, that's fair. My mum wanted me to be more important, but ended up fishing.
Well, you feed yourself with the fish.
Always wanted to be a wizard.
Ollie, if you're a wizard, I'm the king of Angbach.
I mean, you may be. So, is there any of these we'd like to place an order for?
Well, I'm drunk on my ass and passed out.
Okay.
But though I would be angry if you guys take too much though. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, we can just fucking rob them. So you're completely passed out?
Yeah, that's how I got the 4 health.
Okay. You feel a rustling around in your pouch, but you're too asleep to do anything about it.
Yeah, I'm just
A rustling in your pouch preceded by goblin gnome shrieking.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, the gnomes totally just took some money.
I just proceed to groggily fucking move my hand and just continue to go to sleep. Go back to sleep.
So you're you can reduce your gold by 12. Good sir.
You fuckers.
I mean, I wouldn't be worried about the gold missing. I'd be worried about what the gnomes are doing with it.
I mean, I did save them.
That's true. That's true. They're not going to harm you yet. So is there anything off that list you'd like to order for tonight?
Well, the only shade that Salty would probably know would be like Deadly Nightshade, so that doesn't seem very appealing. Yeah. I assume the Night's Rest is the one you mean that's healing, question mark?
I mean, it seems to be, seems to be a good sounding potion of sorts.
Yeah, that's up to the elf and Talon because
They're broke.
what? How are they broke?
They never got any money.
Well, just because they fucked up on character creation.
No, they're broke as shit, dude. Ollie's the only one here with money aside from Zaz. We could go rob Zaz, though. He won't mind.
And before he wakes up and just screams a fucking Godzilla scream.
We could just, I mean, alternatively, you could try and bluff and put it on someone else's bill.
Don't ask Salty to bluff.
Salty's not a bluffer?
Salty's not a bluffer, he's a literal person.
Oh, is Delia a bluffer? She sure is. What do you think, Delia? Do you want to try and bluff? Go talk to the bartender and say someone else is going to comp your bill?
The gentleman in that dark corner.
That's right. He said he'd buy me a bunch of these.
He said he'd buy me one. I said, buy me 7. He said, sure.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on, I need to pull up my sheet. Sorry, go ahead.
I was making a joke that, like, that you're pretty elf, that's why you buy you drink.
Yeah, that's believable.
What was that?
He was saying because you're like a pretty elf, so maybe you could like be like, oh, he's buying me a drink.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And elves are probably kind of rare in this town.
That's racist.
That's racist, yeah.
That's up to the elf. Does the elf want to go bluff him?
Sure, she'll try.
All right. So you go up to the bartender. This guy's, I mean, I love Bard's description of brick shithouse, but he's huge. He's really muscular, and he's missing an eye. He doesn't have an eye patch, but you know, a strong scar over his eye. And he sees you coming down. You know, it's the middle of the night, and he says, "What can I help you with, miss?"
Booze.
Booze, yeah.
The elf saying that in that kind of voice. Oh.
Are you ordering something off the menu?
She would be trying to get like 2 of the Night's Rest.
Okay,
At
yeah.
least.
I'll say if you roll a 15 or higher. So you'd roll a d20 plus your 8.
D20 plus 8.
Yeah.
You could just click on the little thing that says bluff. Like if you actually click properly on bluff, then it rolls for you.
We gotta get Talon his item. Holy shit, kids! All
How
right.
much do-
Like 3 or 4 of them then?
How much do I get for that?
So what exactly are you saying to the bartender? Just pointing to one of the patrons in one of the dark corners.
Whoever looks like they're wealthy but not too strong.
Are there any like rich old guys around here? Oil barons, maybe?
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
So he, the bartender looks at you, looks at the corner of the room, kind of makes a bit of a hand motion, gets a drunken like wave from the guy in the corner, and says, "Yeah, all right, you know, hands you, it sort of opens up this chest inside the floor, and hands you 3 glowing blue potions. And they're labeled Night's Rest, of course. So those are all yours.
And you don't have a script deck here to guarantee you those aren't poison.
Funny you mention
Funny you
that.
Yeah, I could check them myself.
Actually, you know what? That's fun. We'll say he also gives you 1 labeled Fire-Bellied Ale. You can go throw that in an inventory or on like I just keep a notepad open on my desktop, whatever you want, Fox. Those are all yours.
Be like borrowed and have an entire spreadsheet with calculators built into it to keep track of your inventory.
Yes.
No, but that's built into Roll20. Shut your face.
Shit, because I'm crazy enough.
Exactly. Trust some random fuck website or trust my own calculations that I know I did correctly.
So Fox, you I believe had 2 spells left. So if you want, you could use your detect poison to check them out, or you could also use your craft alchemy on the potions to see if you can figure out what they do.
I'd probably go with craft alchemy.
Okay.
Actually, both if I can.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Because you're going to rest up and get all your spells back in the morning. So.
So I just hit the craft alchemy?
Yep.
Nice, okay. Give me another craft alchemy for the second potion as well. Okay. So, looks like the Night's Rest potion definitely restores you, but it seems like there is a heavy sedative in there as well. And the Fire-Bellied Ale seems like it's very, very alcoholic, almost to a toxic level. But your best guess is you'd be able to expel some amount of flame potentially if you consumed it.
You stole that spell from Scriptic.
And still shit.
That's like the exact thing that one of the extracts does.
Tough shit, boy. I mean, that extract's just flame spray. But we won't talk about that.
With the game
Yes, but
here.
it being something that you imbibe rather than just cast.
Yeah. All right. If nothing else, we can head out then. For anyone we want to talk to about stuff.
So I wake up with a whole bunch of gnomes on me.
I figured that Delia and Talon were going to be actually taking these night rests before resting for additional healing. Because she went down to the bar last night.
Right, yeah. So she could take them, like, after her 8 hours of normal rest. Because she, like, that 8 hours is also, like, preparing and getting ready and all this bullshit. If you'd like, yeah, you can go ahead and chug one.
But why would she bother going down there at the night? Like, I thought that's what she was going to do. Go down there, get the drinks at night before sleeping, and then drink this.
No, because the guy woke you up, like, in the middle of the night, so you'd already, like, done half your rest or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either way, it'll be, like, let's say 6 in the morning when she's taking one of these potions. So not the end of the world.
If you want the lizard to carry you to the mountain.
Maybe she does. So do you want to imbibe one, Roxy?
Sure.
Alright, give me 1d8 plus your constitution modifier, which is 1. 1d8 plus 1. Cool. And roll 1d4 for me. So Fox is in a magical sleep for 3 hours. a heavy magical sleep.
Well, that means the fox is just getting up at 9 a.m.
That's not too bad. I told you.
She would have offered one to Talon too, but since he's not here, I don't know how to handle that.
I mean, he can always drink it in the middle of the dungeon. He's actually pretty much dead. So,
I can leave out the boat.
I guess we could have him drink one. Thoughts, guys?
Well,
I'm guessing
considering
he
he's
probably would.
considering he's next to dead, and that he kind of rolled like shit on the healing.
Okay.
Oh damn.
So they're both on 11 health. Okay. Either way, are we setting off? Are we talking to anyone in town? What's our sort of plan? We're in a nice little
Well,
city here, little Faversham.
I guess I wake up with gnomes on me.
You wake up with gnomes on you, and yeah, never mind. We'll just say that you just wake up with gnomes like laying around you on the bed and stuff.
Are they sleeping or are they just watching him sleep?
I think
Yes,
they're watching me sleep. I'm not
they're
sure.
just staring at him with beady eyes.
These aren't gnomes. These are the fucking the Raymond raving rabbit, just with fucking hats on. That's what these are.
There's an empty potion vial on the floor beside you.
Oh, Zelphus is calling me. One sec.
Hey, cool.
Where is the open vial?
Can you read Draconic?
I don't think so, but I do read Lizard Folk. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me roll a d20 for me. Add your intelligence, and if it's 10 or higher, we'll give it.
Oh jeez, my
Oh.
int's not doing that.
Well, you have a
good.
minus in, don't you?
Yeah, I'm
Minus.
not that smart.
No,
with
you got plus
prophecy.
1. You're good. So that's 10 exactly. Oh no, you got 9. Yeah.
I can read half of it.
That's right. You read fire on it.
I start to panic.
One of the gnomes looks a little sick.
I gently push him to the side as I get the fuck out of there.
All right. Well, Delia wakes up to the sounds of birds chirping, the sea crashing against the dock, and the sound of a window exploding outwards from extreme heat.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was talking to his office. I didn't even have the headset on.
Oh, you missed some trouble.
Well, Zelphus said 10 question mark 15. It depends on if traffic feels like being conned.
Okay, so he should be here for like the dungeon, which is cool.
Yeah. I told him like we were just in town. You got some healing. It's really all we've done.
Yeah. So anyway, Fox woke up to birds chirping, the sound of the waves crashing on the docks, and the sound of extreme heat blowing a window outward.
Wunderbar.
You now hear 4 gnomes scream and just start running down the stairs.
Are they on fire?
2 of them are definitely on fire. They're running for the docks.
They're going to jump into the water.
That's right.
Well, I guess I go save them again.
All right, so you pull them out after they've sort of doused themselves.
Oh, did we lose one of them?
No, you didn't lose any. We've already lost one, and it was tragic.
It was tragic. He got fucking pitchfork.
He was just gone. All right, so Ollie's come out now. He's like, "Oh, what's all that noise?" He sees the gnomes like screaming. He's like, "All right, time for the rope." And he just fucking like ties them all up to the boat, and he just sits there fishing off the dock.
Elf, I think this is the single smartest thing Ollie has ever done.
Like he didn't use him as bait.
Question: would the bar has like like some kind of like bread diner thing?
Yeah, they got pork pies.
Oh, cool. We'll have a few of them.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Just mow down on pork pies.
Yeah.
So, what's our plan for heading to the mountain? Is that the plan? We're just going straight there? Because that's all we know about it. It's an artifact. It's in the mountain.
What's around the town?
Yeah, probably kick rocks around the town, go see who's who. Try not to get noticed by these crazy guild zealots.
Hmm. Okay, so what are we looking for in town? Because you pass a lot of signs on the street. Seems like most of the town is like just like people actually living there. There's not a lot of shops. A lot of fishing supplies.
Oh, can I be carrying my, what was it, pot pies?
Yeah, your pot pies, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be carrying like two pot pie, no, one pot pie per hand. I'm just following borrow.
Okay.
I'm just eating on the way.
Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
I'm gonna go see if I can't find an alchemist.
There's a curio shop. It's not quite the same thing. So
No.
you walk in and there's a little as you step through the door, there's this awful like a bird screech that happens, and this I don't know small dwarf pops his head over the counter, which he barely sees over, and he's got giant like glasses, like his eyes look like 10 times the size of his head. He's like, "Who's there?"
I do a monstrous burp on the bird as I answer that.
Oh, excellent. Okay, the bird is. What the fuck? Oh, the bird's fucking unconscious, so good job. You just killed my bird? How many are you?
Alright, look, first off, be happy the stupid lizard didn't eat the bird. Lizard, don't eat the bird.
Can
Are
I
you showing
help
my
you with
Popeye?
something?
Yeah, well, so far you're the closest thing I've found to an alchemist, and I'm wondering what you have for selection.
No, I don't have any potions. I have maps and trinkets and baubles.
Reagents.
Reagents. I suppose I have some. Is there something you're looking for?
Looking in particular for a vial of quicksilver.
Quicksilver? Well, we haven't had that since the werewolf. Let's see. Let's see. What are you using your quicksilver for? For some bullets?
No, I'm not using quicksilver for bullets. I'm using quicksilver potentially for finding like cracks, seams, and mislevels in the floor of the dungeon.
Oh, okay.
Quicksilver is mercury, so if
Yeah.
you put that on the floor and oh look, the floor goes that way.
Okay, I like it. Yes, we do have 2 left. 5 gold apiece. For a dose, of course.
Motherfucker, it's 1 gold. I have the list.
It's 5 gold apiece. I have it on my phone too. Welcome. I told you, dude. Once you get out of character creation.
But these are supposed to be the prices from shops, and you sell your item for half that.
Hey, there's a tough selection. They had a werewolf outbreak, and they need alchemical silver. I mean, mercury's not quite, but they needed fucking mercury for it.
They killed the werewolf with heavy metal poisoning.
I mean, that's pretty metal.
Fuck off.
So are you passing?
Well, that's a bit of a price hike. I guess being on an island would constitute that. All right. What about lamp oil?
Lamp oil. What's it say for the price of lamp oil?
A silver.
Done. They have lamp oil for a silver.
All right. Give me 2 of them.
All right, here you go. Do you need a bag? He looks at your chest.
I'm good. Pat him in the chest.
All right. So you had like
I-
one gold piece on you, right?
I had a $1.28.
Okay.
So now I
I-
have
I got a buck
$1.08.
eight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I poke Borrow's shoulder and trying to convey the message of all the health potions. So you just hear just little rumbling roars.
Well, he says he doesn't have. All right, fuck it. Do you have potions,
Mm.
or is there someone around I could talk to about potions?
No, sorry. They've been outlawed, you see, when the guild came in.
Hmm. Right. Well, I'm not from here, obviously. I'm here mostly as a ship's pilot for some tourists, so I wanted to spend the night. What is this guild?
Oh, you don't know the guild?
I'm from the mainland, like I said. I'm just here as boat captain.
Well, they're the Knights of the Grove. They split off from Pelennor, and they're being right bastards.
Hmm. Knights of the Grove, as in like like trees.
Well, they believe in some goddess of the forest.
Hmm.
I can sell you her symbol if you like.
If I had to guess, I would say it's wood. How much is it?
A silver piece.
I'm not much one for religion.
Wait,
Elf, you
so
want this? Calling back out the door. I don't fucking know if she's a wood elf, a high elf, whatever.
what's the trinket made out of wood?
Yeah,
Nothing special about the wood.
not that you can tell.
I might buy it because it reminds me of my homeland.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
you buy this trinket.
Oh, yeah,
I
so
wrap it around my tail.
we're on day what? Like fucking 5 here?
Yeah, fuck me. Overall, I mean, so this would be. Yeah, yeah. I
Day 2
mean,
we were down in the dungeon. Day 3
they spent like a week
question mark.
though, just sort of resting up and training for level 2.
So let's say
That'd be
like
like
day
day
10
9
then?
or something. Yeah.
I'm gonna put day 10.
Um. But yeah.
Alright, so what does this magical bullshit symbol look like?
It's a tree that's so it's like a grand, like a willow tree, but the branches curve upwards and are engulfing what looks to be like a moon.
Oh yeah, I would definitely buy that.
We'll say it's a symbol of Seleti. And when you hold it closer, it's actually not made out of like a normal wood. The type of wood it's made out of is almost a marble in consistency. It's definitely still wood though.
So
It's got like the grain and everything, but it just feels like smooth.
So like ebony?
Yes, very similar. Yeah.
Hmm. I think I used to have a piece of fossilized wood from the forest.
Oh, that's cool.
I think at this point I'll be finished with my last pot pie.
Okay.
So would we do things like perception checks for like interesting things in the shop or anything like that?
Yeah, if you'd like to, absolutely. It's a curio shop. There's tons of cool shit. So the thing about
And
shopping is like, unless I want you to have something, I'm not really gonna pro offer stuff because most people come in sort of looking around and looking for something in particular, right? So if there's something you want, tell me and I'll let you know if the shop has it or if you can find it in town.
Well, I mean, she has no money, so
True. But is there something you were looking? You just want to see if there's like something cool?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm scared if I get like a 1, I'll just like destroy the shop.
Pull in a china shop. Um. Sure.
in
Yeah,
before
give me a
the
roll.
storekeeper is hiding healing potion.
Yeah, the fucking shop keeps hiding healing potions in the back. Piece of shit.
No. So you actually there's like a little shelf with a label in common saying broke. Well, we'll just say that it's labeled guide compass, and they're a gold piece each.
Well, then she would bring that to Salty's attention.
Shopkeep. Yeah, what's this about a guide compass? What does it guide me to?
Yes, well, before the guild, we used to have tourism to. Do you know Braldir? Famous wizard. But the compass would lead you there. Made it, a lot easier. You didn't have to spend money for a guide to go out. But unfortunately, less and less people came back.
They needed guides to walk to the giant mountain. They couldn't just see it.
Well, the entrance is somewhat hidden.
Ah, of course it is. Well, seeing as how nobody wants these things, tell you what, I'll give you 1 gold for 2 of them.
Do you want to give me? You don't have like intimidation or anything like that.
Well, even if I did, I would have a huge penalty on it.
That's
because I took the risk.
true.
Just my sheer size is gives me a bit of a double think.
Okay, why don't you give me a? If anyone can give me like a bluff or some sort of a social roll, anyway. I think our best chance might be Delia.
Blocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bluff or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Or intimidate, whichever you think's more appropriate.
I have a higher number in bluff, but intimidate seems more appropriate.
Alright, give me intimidate then. Holy shit. So so you're basically just like repeating what Salty is. You're like, nobody fucking wants this shit anyway. Why don't you just give it to us?
Why is he even paying for this garbage?
That's right, yeah. The kind of thing like Delia is shouting out.
Yeah, like I'll give you more shelf space to put something that'll sell.
Well, I suppose I could give you one for free. They don't really have much use. We're not even supposed to talk about Braldir anymore. Very well. So he hands you one.
Alright, we'll make sure we don't talk to this guild, waving fingers magically, about Braldir then.
Yes, it's quite interesting. They don't. They like magic from their god, of course, but they don't really appreciate alchemy or magic from wizards. They believe that Braldir is a human as well, which most of us know is really a dwarf. It's quite a weird group of people.
And their goddess is supposed to be, what, an elf or just a thing?
Well, it's interesting. Sweetie is supposed to be a tree. I assume goddess, they say she's feminine, but I've never known her to have a race.
Hmm. Well, this sweet tea of theirs is about as real as the rest of them, so alright. Guess I won't be talking to them.
It's funny you mention that. For some reason, within the last 5 years, no other gods have really been giving, I suppose miracles is the way to put it. But Suiti has. So the Knights of the Grove have become quite powerful.
Alright, you're gonna have to give me an example. Just miracle doesn't say anything.
Well, I only know the rumors.
Which would be.
Well, they say the Knights were once. I'll just skip voice. Save you all a little bit of trouble so we can do some backstory stuff. So the Knights were once a part of this kingdom of Pelennor, which is to the northeast of the Dwarven kingdom of Angbok. And the Knights were once one of the many orders or clans, or you know what I mean, something like that, guilds within it. The Knights of the Grove, within the last 5 years, have split off and sort of carved their own country, if you will, out of Pelennor, and they're becoming more powerful. So he's saying,
So they have their own microcosm.
that's right, because it's kind of, I mean, Pellennor's sort of a little bit like a shogunate, if you will. There's sort of the main body, like the king, the emperor, but underneath them there's a bunch of guilds of knights, and they sort of control their own land. But yeah, these Knights of the Grove got really powerful, and there was not a war per se, but it said that the kingdom of Pelennor and the emperor's armies surrounded the Knights of the Grove, and overnight all of the soldiers disappeared from the forest. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's all a bunch of hearsay, but it wasn't uncommon to hear about the gods granted such and such incredible power, and he was able to split the ocean temporarily, or to resurrect somebody. Like these are things that have been told over time, but there's been none for a long time. It seems like Seleti is the only god currently sort of fulfilling those.
Oh shit.
But I'm sure that's unrelated.
No.
Well, come on, boys. I mean,
Oh,
none of this has to do with Faversham, much less this artifact we're headed for. So
what
Of
happened?
course.
take it with a grain of salt.
So what happened? You know where you lay in bed, all of a sudden your body jerk yourself because you feels like you're falling.
You're jerking yourself in bed?
No.
Probably.
I missed what
No.
you're Okay, yeah, I know what you mean, though. It's that old
Yeah.
thing, like from when we were monkeys, they say, right? You feel like you're falling out of the tree.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was happening. That just happened as I was closing my eyes.
Oh, you're passing out too?
No, I
Motherfucker.
wasn't passing out. I was just closing my eyes.
Oh god, we're gonna lose you and Fa.
Oh,
All
scared the
right.
shit out of me though.
Yeah, that's fair. Where to, gentlemen? Are we headed off the mount? It's in the
Would
center
I,
of the island. You can see it from town.
or do I have knowledge on nature? I think so. So I could find like something herbs,
Okay.
like healing
Sorry,
herbs.
Sorry, I'm just gonna be right back for 1 minute.
Sure. You do have knowledge nature, yeah.
Alright, can I do that so I can search for some natural healing herbs?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a roll. Say 15. Oh,
Fuck off.
yeah. You
It's barely any
don't
healing.
find anything useful. You maybe find some basil. Hey, I love basil.
Yeah, I'll take some and give it to what's it? Oh, what was the
Ollie?
dwarf? Ollie, yeah. Go.
Oh, sweet. Gonna rub it on the fish.
Lude.
So we head off to the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, before we do that,
Sure. Lay it on me.
all right. So, Salty, got this here.
Oh. Okay, I like it.
Okay. Now, obviously, there wouldn't necessarily be any local contacts of his here because he's not been on the island for quite a while.
Right.
But for looking around the town for the sake of trying to find someone that maybe isn't in the best of agreement with this guild of bullshit knights.
Mm-hmm.
Just, kind of looking around town.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Let's... Okay.
That's a snake with an eye.
Bingo. This I like. You find this symbol etched on someone's like door frame, and you recognize it as a somewhat it's like a rogue symbol, like a thieves guild symbol, essentially. Where thieves use it to mark out a safe haven, if you will.
Welcome, Zilvis. In before his microphone doesn't work.
I'm back also.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, folks.
Just for reference, I'm going to call that a sideways Q.
Okay, sure. I don't know. I was just thinking of things, and my brain just shit that one out. So I like it now, though. Oh,
Alright.
yeah. It's not a snack.
I mean, it is now.
True.
Alright, well, give the door a not just a wrap, but like 3 quick wraps and 2 paused wraps on it.
Okay. There's like, there's no reply, but you hear a click on the inside of the door.
Alright. Salty's gonna head downstairs. Lizard, stay here. Don't talk to the wizards. Or knights, what them.
Yeah, don't go to the guild, yeah.
I do growl of understanding.
So you head down, and there's 2 people sitting in the shadows. It's imagine if you walked into like those smoke bars.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you walked into something like that, like there's just a thick, almost incense cigarette smoke filling the air, and there's 2 people sitting playing a card game. One of them is a sort of female-looking elf. And the other one's face is a little more shrouded, so it's hard to make out. He's about average build as well. Probably not a dwarf.
guess somebody should probably tell Zelphus his shit's broken.
Oh yeah.
Nope, I live.
Welcome back.
I was just getting everything ready to go. So
Okay.
I shall
Salty's
try to intuit the scene.
And Salty's gonna come waddling up his fat ass to the table. Gonna take out a couple of my fake gold pieces, just kind of stack them on there. Rather sarcastically, just. So which one's worth more, the Knights of the Grove or these here coins?
Um, okay, so I'm sorry. I just need you to repeat what you dropped on the table.
We were talking about that, you and I, the fake gold coins.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay.
That's why I'm putting those on the table. So which one's worth more, these fake fucking gold coins or these Knights of the Guild?
I like it. The one more in shadows leans in, and you can see a very rough face, like very like not clean shaven shit like that, but he looks like he's been battered a few times. Probably human. And he looks at it. He says, "I'd take 2 gold over the guild any day." And the other one playing cards sort of looks back at you and says, "Get that shit out of here." Like, you know what I mean? She's just not having it.
So one supporter and one opposer. Okay. Put another fake gold piece on top. Now, how many of these, another gold piece, would it take, another one, for the elf, another one, to agree, another one, with the human, last one, bringing it to like 10.
So the elf looks at you, looks at like, I don't know, the 10 gold on the table, picks it up, knocks it around. Are these real? They seem... Well, something stinks about the whole deal. What have you got against the guild?
What I've got against the guild is that they don't like magic. I don't give a shit about magic, but they also don't like potions. I'm not a huge fan of potions myself. I prefer alcohol, but if I got a hole in me leg, alcohol doesn't solve that. Potions do.
That's true, it's hard to get potions on the island, but I'll tell you, magic ain't all it's cracked up to be. I've suffered greatly at the hands of it, and I think the guild's doing going around killing all those magical creatures, I think it's good.
Killing magical creatures like what? Dragons or what?
Well,
Fairies?
Yeah, mostly the Sylvan right now is they're easy to take out. They're trying to get rid of them. Can be damned about their politics otherwise. And they turn a blind eye to crime too, at least for now.
Well, how blind of an eye are we talking? Like you can take from the bank, or you can just take from people in the trading district.
Well, maybe not the bank. You can certainly get away with a lot. I'd stay away from the tavern. There's a good man there. Old Galwith. Problem with him, eh? Used to be an assassin. They took his eye. I'd keep clear.
Well, miss, didn't quite catch the name. Call me Salty.
You can call me
He
No.
he says, yeah, call me Salty, gesturing at his hat.
Nice. She shakes your hand if you pro-offer it. I'm Nur, this is Dury. We've been traveling together for a while. What business are you here on?
Well, it's kind of one of those, I could tell you, but one of us is going to end up dead. I mean, I don't see a knife on you, so it'd probably be you, but, it has something to do with the mountain.
Oh, you're not here for you're not here for Braldir's tomb, I hope.
You see?
You wouldn't
I'm
be the
looking
first,
for
you
the
won't be the
mountain.
last.
Was the last one a dwarf?
Aye. Fair number of dwarves. Came
Mhm.
here, oh, not a year ago, I'd say.
From...
Angbach. Though they tried to hide it.
Good thing I'm not from Angbach then, eh?
Hmm.
That's from Guildknocker. Bit of a sturdier folk.
Ah, Guildknock. Now that is a city I can get behind. Tried taking Dury there once and he lost everything he had.
You bring in a thief to a town of thieves, oh. No offense, Dury.
He sort of like grumbles and leans back in his chair, sipping at a large tankard. I'll tell you what, the only advice I can give you is if you do go, stay away from the rats.
Knew a rat once. Didn't like him.
Well, there's lots there, especially on the lower level.
Plague?
You'd have to pay me more than 10 gold to find out the answer to that, and it'd have to be real.
Now, I never once said those coins were real.
So we're at
I'll be willing to give you one, and only one, clack, gold coin, if you tell me a way past these teeth chomping cheese lovers. Because I assume you've tried it, because, well, who wouldn't want dwarven treasure to sell?
Well, I suppose the easiest way would be to put them to sleep. See, the problem's not the rats, it's what they wake up when they wake up.
Ah, the guard dog, then.
It's a very clever system. The whole place has been designed so that people like me, less clever, not going to make it through. That's why I got Dury here. He might not look it. He's a bit daft, but very clever man.
Daft but clever.
Well,
Sounds like a gnome.
He lost something once. He never got it back. I think it's part of his mind. And you sort of notice that Dury's always sort of fumbling for like a necklace that isn't there.
Am I to assume he lost his Taps's chest? Lost that in there, or you lose that in Guildknock?
Now that was in, somewhere before I met him. We should be off, though. There's a boat to catch. Perhaps I'll see you around somewhere. Maybe in Guildknock.
Maybe you shall. If you're looking for boats, though, I'd say stay away from the bucket.
Oh, we're not here for the bucket. And they're off.
Elf, me coins.
Oh shit!
I need those for ones a bit dimmer than you.
All right. Well, she hands back your 10 fake gold. So you're left alone in a smoky room.
I'd get myself a drink and then head out, making sure the door is locked up behind me.
Okay, so as you're leaving, you can sort of set it to lock from the inside, and then you close it.
Yeah.
So, quick thing. I'm going to just grab a super quick drink. If anyone wants to start filling Mr. Zelphus in on what he's missed, hasn't been much. It's mostly just been sort of role playing, meeting the town, stuff like that, just sort of light shopping. We haven't actually descended towards the mountain yet, but be right back.
Alright, so you want the fun part or the boring part, Sophus?
If so, didn't step out. You son of a beach.
Slow motion, oof.
So fast.
Hmm.
Hey,
Oh,
you are here.
here. So you want to know the fun part or the boring part?
Hit me with everything. Go.
Alright, fun part first. One of the gnomes drank some kind of alcohol. Was it hell's something?
Yeah, Gnome drank essentially dwarven fire breath alcohol and belched fire and like tried to fucking light the room on fire and blew out the window. He lit the other gnomes on fire. They all dove in the bay.
This is extremely bizarre.
And they all tied up on the ship.
Yeah, Ollie did something clever for once, and he tied up the stupid gnomes to keep them from running around. And he's watching over the bucket while we left. We made our way into the town. We walked over to a curio shop, talked with a shopkeep there.
I made the
about
bird
this.
unconscious by
Bucket.
burping at it.
Yeah, bird cawed at origami. He burped at it, and the thing pretty much died and fell off its little stand.
Fell unconscious.
Sure. Talked to the shopkeep about these weird fucking guild people. Apparently, they are the Knights of the Grove who worship goddess Sleety. Like, okay. This goddess is apparently a tree, might be a willow tree, because that's her symbol.
I got about the charm that's on my tail.
Yeah, the symbol, though, even though it's a willow tree, the branches go up, not down. They're trying to, like, wrap around the moon.
Very
Now,
Cthulhu-esque.
Yeah, what makes Sleety interesting is that these Knights of the Grove popped up about 5 years ago from Pelennor, the kingdom to the north. And they are the only ones that, for some reason, seem to be getting an answer from their god. Different gods aren't granting any miracles or anything, but these followers of Sleety apparently, supposedly, are. So, they've got some good clout behind them. Aside from that, in the curio shop, we got a quote-unquote guide compass that's supposed to lead us to the tomb here on Braldir. And I went over and checked in with the local Thieves Guild safe house, see if there's anybody in there, and that's what you walked into.
Hmm. I'm here in support. I'm going to be more of a backseat theologist on this one, so let's continue.
No, we need to roughly get back with his drink.
Yeah, I'm back. I was just letting you
Alright.
finish, sorry. Alright, so we're heading out towards the mountain.
Yes.
Unless
Well,
Fox
welcome,
needs
gentlemen.
Oh.
Technically, this should be Ang Braldir, but I derped.
something. Angbadier.
There you go. Oh, that didn't work. There you go. Sorry. Oh, good enough. Either way, you guys follow the compass, and it leads you straight to the mountain. Not too difficult to come by. It also, since you have the compass, it's very easy to find an opening. It's you have to do a little bit of light climbing, but it's not like climbing up a sheer cliff or anything. It's just sort of like hiking, essentially. And you find about a 6.5-foot opening in the mountain with a wooden door. There are runes inscribed around it in Dwarven. And I don't have to ask, I know we have people that speak Dwarven. So, so the runes say, only the brightest may survive.
I've got an answer for you, Braldir.
You're so smart.
Well, if
Dodge my
we
gun.
want to- Oh, stop it.
Sorry. You were saying?
I do have the spell Illuminate. I can make something glow if they're being literal.
Okay, go for it. You just illuminate like what you don't
God damn it,
but
these rolls.
you don't-
All right,
you don't
it's
have-
nothing more than a candle.
you don't have to roll for that though.
Is it because it's a cantrip?
It's because you just don't have to roll for that. Most spells you don't have to roll for unless you're actually targeting someone.
Yeah, like
Oh.
you need something to make glow. So like just pick up a rock, and it glows.
Yeah. So what are you making glow?
Oh, I was gonna hold up my dagger in front of the object.
Sure.
And have a really luminescent glow surrounding
So
it.
your
Maybe
your
that would be
dagger
enough to make the door
glows
open enough.
brightly, and yeah, the door swings on open.
Fantastic. Wait, sense
Fantastico.
magic for a trap past that.
Oh, buddy, there's magic. Don't you worry.
Enough that it's probably overwhelming what I can sense, or is it something more localized? Aside from the door, which we've all got it.
Well, there is remnants of magic sort of nearby, but you can sense a heavy magical presence. Like, so
That's
heavy it almost
currently
knocks you
being
on your
emanated.
ass, right? Like, it just boom, but it's from deep within the mountain. But yeah, it's like almost like a piercing like pain you get from a migraine behind your eye, like when you sense your magic, like coming from the heart of this mountain.
All right, let's let the party know. Make of it what they will. And I can just imagine the response from our local idiot.
What are you still drunk? Oh, Ollie's not here, dude. They left him with the gnomes.
Oh, good. Never mind.
Yeah, he's your least favorite. It's all good.
No, just because he hates magic, and I can just imagine going, all right, there's a heavy magical presence emanating from the center. What? That's it. Gonna kill you. What?
It's your fault,
You
you know.
devil worshipper.
Magic? That's elf talk. I don't like magic, Salty.
Nobody likes you, Ollie. Go back to the boat.
Oh, everybody loves Ollie. Everyone
The fish
actually
don't
hates
even
Ollie.
like Ollie.
Oh man, Zelphus, you missed it where Ollie was too dumb and almost fucked everything up.
You know what? You say that, but I can believe it.
We had him roll an int check to see if, because fucking Salty was trying to be like, right, Alti, so we're not up to anything. We're not here for any reason. We're not doing anything. Like, and Ollie's like, oh yeah, I get it. Right, yeah. Rolls in 1. That was rough.
That wasn't a natural one. It was.
It's
a
true.
modified.
It was a modified 1. That's why I let you still sway him out of it. So you enter this room here, and imagine if you walked into a battlefield, and like, I mean, obviously many years after, or whatever, right? But you walk into a battlefield and you just see the carnage left over. There's like remnants of fucking like magical blasts and arrows and all this shit just strewn about.
Do we have some carcasses to go with this battle, Detrius?
Funny you mention. There are 4 carcasses.
Are they fresh?
No. Actually, do we have anyone with heal? Otherwise, we're gonna have trouble guessing. There may be a spell that does that. But...
Nope. I mean, like I got +2 in heal, but I don't actually have it as a skill.
Okay.
The way you paused there scared me for a moment. Just, are they fresh? No. Like, uh-oh.
God damn it, Rokal.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has heal
Yes.
trained, do we? You know, with
I don't
rank,
think so.
I have -1 in heal.
not great. Okay. Well,
Is
You got
Salty's
2 in
+2
heal.
the best we got?
Yeah, and it's untrained, so it's a bit rough, but you can go for it.
I
He
can
knows how to he
dig
knows
it
how to
through
use some
here.
cloth to hold over a bloody cut.
How to tie a tourniquet with hemp rope.
That's right, yeah. Hey, I'll give it to you. All right, so these corpses have been here about a year. 4
Nicely
dwarven
done.
corpses. Now, part of the magic you were sensing is not just the remnants of whatever blast struck the rock around you, but we're in obviously this is like a hollowed out cavern, or like part of the mountain. It's very rocky. The ground is just flat cave bullshit, but in this rocky ceiling, about 40 feet up from you, is an axe, two-handed axe buried in the rock. And it's slightly magical.
So it's stuck up on the ceiling like reverse King Arthur.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
This is great.
Hey, elf, human, you're both magic. Yeah. Can you get me that axe? Please.
So unfortunately, Mage Hand is 5 pounds. You would require a lot more than 5 pounds of force to wrench it free.
Well, wiggle it.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck you! 5 pounds of force, you can wiggle that piece of shit. You can't
No.
be that stuck.
Oh, it's pretty fucking stuck.
How far up on the ceiling is this?
Like 40 feet.
What? We walk into a fucking 40-foot tall room? Like,
It's like hollowed
is
out, yeah.
there stalagmites up there?
There sure are.
Hmm.
And we don't have to go for this yet. We don't even have to go for it at all. Remember, it's whatever you want to do. There's a door to
yeah.
your south.
The axe is magic. Does it have anything written on it?
Not that you can see. It's fucking 40 feet away.
Hmm. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. I'll be back for you, he says, shaking his fist at the axe.
Sorry, Zelphus had a warhammer.
I didn't say anything. I was like, nope, nope.
we
I'm
kept,
in no place to talk.
we kept coming back to it the whole dungeon. We were like, oh, we're going back through that room again. All right, so are we heading in the next room?
I guess.
All right, so you open the door to the next room. It's a it's a 3x3 room. No, it's
actually a 15 by 15 there, Jim.
meters. I was talking. Thank you. But it's a fucking it's a square room. In the room are 4 pedestals. You can see I have them marked. On top of the pedestals are what look to be stone obelisks of some sort. The whole display, like each of the pedestal and the obelisk, comes to about 3.5 feet high. The obelisk all appear to be similar, except for some small markings on them. And written above the door to the next room is as follows: Braldir School of Magic. Those looking to apply must understand the basics of the 4 pillars of elemental magic.
Anything specific about the plinth on each? Something like a icon marker,
Um,
offering maybe, or hints of something that might have been left behind, like scorch marks from a flame, moss or mold from water.
yes, I'll give you that. That's clever. One of them definitely appears to bear scorch marks around the plinth. One of them definitely has a bit of a mold, or well, some such old water damage to it.
Hmm.
The other two bear nothing. I'll go ahead and just mark down. This one had the water damage. This one had the fire damage.
Water, fire, earth. What would be the fourth one?
Together we make Captain Planet.
Electricity.
We're a little short for that.
Captain Planet, he's a
Well,
hero.
Technically,
Gonna
it'd
take
be,
pollution down to zero.
yeah, but it'd be air slash electricity is how D&D has
Oh
the
shit!
element.
Break out the plasma, boys. Come on.
Even though plasma's closely related to fire, but
Oh. True, actually, yeah. Although, yeah, it's like superheated air.
yeah, as Barrett has said umpteen fucking times, people that wrote D&D were nerds, not geeks, so they
Yes.
don't know shit about shit.
They were very much. Now, the door to the south does not appear to be locked.
Salty's gonna go knock on it.
Oh. Okay.
We're no longer doing Taco Tuesday.
nothing, like, you don't hear anything from the knock.
Like, I don't even hear it echo on the other side of the door. Or
Okay,
on stone.
we'll say, like, I mean, you hear yourself knock, but you don't hear anything react to that. Unless you want to, like, push your ear against the door or something.
I'm a dwarf. I'm already pretty damn close to the door.
You give me a perception then.
Perception.
How
You
perceptive
don't
of you,
hear
Mr.
anything.
Bond.
Do I smell anything?
What is this? What's this door made of?
Give me perception. Actually, you may just.
Raffle door
Perception.
consistency.
A heavy wooden iron door.
Does it have a lock?
It does not. You don't smell anything, Zod.
I just smell water.
Ah, you know what? Do I smell any precious metals?
Oh, cool. No. Well, that's
Mm.
clever.
Not from anywhere, not even from the obelisks.
They're more made out of like a sandstone material.
Alright, well, since Braldir's a bit stuck, he kind of turns around, crosses his arms, stares at the two mages, and say, "Alright, you got 5 minutes. I'm gonna break down this damn door."
I'm down. Is
Salty
Delia
doesn't
still
know
awake?
Shit about magic, so
Fox, you still up?
Stop.
Alright, well, you got 5 minutes to solve puzzle. Or Braldir's gonna fucking brute force it. More
What
ways
does
than
that
one.
say again?
So the
sorry.
inscription said something about you need to understand the 4 basic pillars of magic.
4
one of them
pillars of elemental magic.
One of the pillars has water damage. One of them has fire damage. The other two, question mark.
I throw a rock at it.
At which one?
The door.
Okay. The rock bounces off the door. Not like it bounces like a rubberized force. It just hits the door and bounces off.
Hmm. I guess I need some magic on that metal, wooden material, earth material.
We did just enter this area from an outside source. We could go back and find some.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
okay.
see. You were throwing the rock at the door, not to just spaz out, but you were trying to do like an earth element.
E.
Okay, sorry, misunderstood you. In a roundabout way, I'll give you that. We'll say the door absorbs the rock as you throw it, and one of the statues lights up. This
I'm
one
gonna guess it's
here.
this one. Yeah.
You got it.
I was about to ask you if that statue smelled like dirt.
Does it smell like dirt? You're underground. Everything smells like dirt. Yeah, but does
Well,
this
things
one?
smell like stone. We're in stone cabins, my boy.
True. Okay. No, I'll give you that. So one of these is lit.
Okay, then I guess I can use drench on the door.
Okay. So use drench on the door, and the door absorbs all the water, and
But
the north one lights up.
this person does like a yeah thing.
Oh, Zaz yes, but it sounds like.
Exactly.
God damn it, lizard!
And then I guess
Alright.
I can
My
also
bad.
use jolt. Well, actually, I don't know if I should use jolt.
You guys discovered the fire, the one already? Fire one?
No one's done that.
Alright, so I just take a torch I have in my backpack and just light it and just stick it to
The door.
the door.
Yep, and the torch gets absorbed into the door, and the west one lights up. One more to go.
So would the last one be lightning or would it be ice?
I will
Ice
be
would be
making
for water, wouldn't it?
the lightning hand gesture to Fox character.
The lightning hand gesture.
Yeah, what's the lightning?
What the fuck does that mean?
Come on,
Palpatine.
look, Palpatine.
That's actually pretty cool.
So Zoz is like, you've seen Star Wars, right? You get the reference.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I saw her do the
You must have the sacred phrase. What is it? Unlimited power? That's correct!
I mean, I guess you can totally make a lightning bolt with your fingers. I've done it.
Oh, right.
If you do like the little lightning hands at her, she's just gonna look at you confused.
Wizard, come here. Yeah. Summoner, whatever you are. You with, the thing, forehead man. Come here. Come here.
talk
Gonna
to
bite.
yourself. This.
The lizard will.
I'm not the wizard, I'm a summoner. There's a difference.
I called you forehead man.
That could be different. Where's my icon? There it is.
There you
I
go.
grabbed.
Where do you
the,
need me to go?
I grabbed the wizard.
That's assault.
Now I'm salt. Right. So it might smell a bit funny because Ollie's a damn fool, but you never really got your book back from me yesterday. Do you want that, or do you not need that for your?
I actually do need it, and remind me to slap Ollie if he's still alive when we return to town.
They probably, I don't know. Assuming the gnomes didn't eat him, sure.
Oh, I can feed him to the gnomes, even better.
Origami, sorry to interrupt. What? How much health do you have?
Shall be 12.
I mean, like your total,
Plus-
yeah.
Plus my cons will be a modifier of 3, so 12 plus 15, I believe.
15, but you also need your second D12 because you leveled up.
And then you get to add your con to that, right?
Do you get to add your con to that again?
Yeah. Every time you level up, you
So-
get to add your con.
Okay, so
Oh,
how much do I have then?
well then that would mean that I had 26 then, not 23. Whatever.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and change it quick.
So how much HP do I have then?
Roll a d12 for me. Cool.
Okay,
So-
yeah, 'cause I thought it was just you get this D amountage and then you add your con to that. Okay.
No,
well, that
so
makes
you
it,
got
that makes it better.
19 plus, so 25.
I got 25.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's done. All right. I was just making sure everyone's got their health pools ready. No reason why. Okay, so we have a spell book. We have one finer pillar to open. Or are we just gonna shoot the door? I mean, you could try electrocuting it, Fox. That's on you. Right. I'm just the DM.
Would
I
that
just
be
tell
one
the
of our
story.
first level slots though.
No, that's one of her cantrips still.
Ah. Well, what does Salty know about magic? Other than that, it's a bunch of hooey.
That's right. Fuck all.
Can I check out the last pillar like more closely?
Sure. It just has an old symbol on it that you don't quite, draconic. Give you a 50-50. Roll me a d20. 11 or higher. You know what it is.
Ooh,
All right. It's a very basic ancient form of draconic relating to magic, and it sort of represents air, the element.
I'll show that pillar some air from my arse.
Gonna
I
fart on
was
it?
just thinking of that too.
Sure, I'll go fart on the door. What the fuck do I have to lose?
All right.
Couldn't you just blow on the door?
Give me a fort check.
Leaving me in a fart check. Am I rolling the fortitude of my pants? What am I rolling fortitude
Oh, you
for?
fucking bet your ass. You're farting on demand, dude. That's dangerous. All right, you're all good. I was expecting this to turn to a borrowed moment, but everything's okay.
Propel myself back out the other door.
No, but the pillar does light up, and the door swings open to a few surprised creatures.
I high five Salty.
Just wave the fart smell into the room. There you're gonna need some fucking fort checks to overcome that fart.
All right, so we have 4 goblins here.
We have centipede wounds.
No, not these ones. So they all seem quite confused. It appears as they're dressed up in a guard's uniform, essentially. Not all of them fitting the best. And they were all standing around the door, waiting, holding spears. Beyond them is a lift. And then there's a door around the corner.
I'm half as tempted just to rage and just consume 4 goblins.
Eat them?
Like fucking ravage there, just fucking rip them apart and then just
Oh, okay.
have the last one just consume them.
Well, they got spears, but
Okay.
mine has more range.
So are we gonna roll initiative, or what's happening?
Well, if they move towards me, they're gonna need to roll some fucking dodge.
Does anyone speak Goblin?
No.
Do these stupid fuck goblins not speak common?
They speak really shit Common.
Gesticulate angrily.
Yeah, they yell out at you in Goblin. No, there's no reply. So one of them, Braldir, send! Yes!
Yes. Angbok send for Braldir.
Wizard? Yes?
Points at itself. Wizard, no. Points at elf. Wizard, yes.
Wizard, come, rest day.
Why stay?
No wizard, no enter, Braldir said.
Ah, but what if no wizard can fire?
They
Wizard?
all look very confused.
take a tiny bit of the lamp oil flask, pour it on the ground, hit it with some sparks and flint and tinder. Fire and wizard. Eh?
Let's see. Let's check their int check here. Alright. They're all just like blown away. They're just like, dwarf wizard, yes?
Yes.
And they sort of motion you in. To head over and guard that door, and to sort of lead you down here towards the lift bridge.
Elf, go. Magic man, you're next.
Summon the idol. Well, no, we're not in combat yet, technically.
True.
Hmm.
Nice thing about the Eidolon, I'm pretty sure it full heals every day. So like,
Still though,
'cause
I'd
people
rather
don't.
not summon it. I'd really rather not summon it in front of the goblins. Like
So
that would
they,
make them lose their minds.
they stop the lizard when they see him.
Lizard, not a wizard.
Lizard, wizard.
Lizard, wizard, guard. Lizard, come with wizard.
No wizard, no come.
I leave. It's a river nearby.
A river?
No, I'm out of character. It's a river nearby.
Sure, yeah, you could make it to a river. It'd be a bit of a jaunt. Yeah, like 20
All
minutes.
right, so I take a. I'm on full water. Come back and spit. Fucking.
What the fuck?
Why don't you? No, origami. Take the fucking the fire belly ale thing.
He doesn't have it. Fox has
I
it.
don't know. I don't know. I was passed up for that.
Okay, well, origami. Then just take one of your fucking water skins and just pour that in your mouth. Why would you need to go to the?
Because I want to save my water skin.
All right, well, I'm gonna say if you're just spitting water, these guys have a pretty good chance to see through the. Yeah, like they just look at you like, no wizard, no come. Now we have a problem.
Can I show him the charm I have? No, that's a goddess thing. It's not gonna work.
How to get the stupid lizard past the slightly less stupid goblins?
I have a plan.
Okay.
Origami, I'm going to need you to wiggle your fingers and kind of dance around a little bit, just making nonsense rubbish noises in your own language.
I don't understand you.
Just trust me.
Like you'd have to relay that to Salt, and Salt would have to relay that to him.
No, I understand common, but I can't speak it.
Yeah, he's Chewbacca.
Yeah, it's great.
Damn it.
So like you can go over there and like whisper that to him, probably pull him back into the room so the goblins don't hear you.
All right. So, listen. When you walk through the door, I need you to look them both in the eye and nod your head when they say wizard. And hold your arms out in front of you and wiggle them at that point in the floor.
I just ground confusion, but just do a head nod.
Okay, cool. So you walk up to the door, and these two goblins are pointing spears at you, and they're like, "Wizard!"
I put my hands up, just do the finger movement.
Summon the Eidolon.
With a screech and a rip in the fabric of reality, the demon cow appears. No, I'm just kidding.
I hate you, Borrowed. I really do. Your idiocy is spreading to the DM.
The two goblins just fucking shit themselves. It's like, ah, wizard! And they run back to their door.
I just stand there
Yes,
proud.
mighty wizard.
I just stand there proud with my arms crossed.
Got his fucking fists on his hips, like, mm-hmm.
They're all like fucking bowing. They're like, lizard all powerful, lizard all powerful.
The power of lizard compels you. Alright, let's get this circus going.
All right, so we're gonna take the lift down. Beautiful. Now we arrive off the lift in a new room.
Wait.
Huh?
You have to remember that this is part of the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Microsoft sound.
Nope, it's in related to voice chat.
Oh, sorry.
This my tail is swinging to the
Oh,
song.
elevator music, nice.
You mean music?
Music. So we're in sort of an empty room. It just looks like we're, like a staging area for the elevator. It's got like the pulleys and everything feed down into it and stuff like that.
Fox?
There are, oh, poor Foxy's dying.
I'm sorry, what?
Come on.
Oh my god, you're actually passing out. Survive a little longer, Delia. Just so you can die.
Can you repeat what you said though?
I said, come on, we're at the bottom of the elevator. We're going to the next area.
There's 3 doors around you. One to the south, one to the east, one to the north.
Do any of them smell like precious material?
Northward. Give me a perception. See what we can do. Okay. Northward, you might smell some gold of some kind.
I too want to make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if you're even like what you roll for sense, because it just says you can smell things within X distance.
So usually scent is an ability that a monster would have. But I just say it's perception because that makes sense to me. But it's whatever.
I just smell Salty's lingering fart.
What, still? But Jason, that's
It's just stuck to my fucking stuck to the inside of my cloak. It's acting like a set of billows, just kind of carrying it along.
All right. So we have 3 rooms. None of
Is there any writing or anything?
is there what? Sorry.
Sorry, is there any writing or anything on the doors or near them? Or on the walls?
Okay. We'll say there's writing on the doors themselves. They're wooden doors. North says the intellectual. East says the muscle. And south says the fool.
Well, it looks like you're heading south.
Who's headed south?
Lizard. The lizard wizard.
That's right. Well, he's a wizard. He's all powerful. You better not fuck with him.
So, I'm just waiting for someone to tell me what those things mean because I have no idea. I go to strength.
Just like who's the strongest of the group?
Me and the lizard are tied. So is this written in Dwarven or is it written in Draconic? What the hell is it written?
Ah, good question. This is now written in Common.
Too bad I can't read.
Alright, well. Looks like you two are heading up there. Go be smart. Bring me back some gold.
Okay.
Me and the lizard will head over here.
So
Well, can I do like a spellcraft check on them or something to see if like there's anything dangerous about them or anything?
about the doors or the words or something?
Well, just like the general energy around the door. I don't know if that works.
That's detect magic.
Yeah, so spellcraft, if you know something's magical, spellcraft determines what it does, or like what properties it has. So we don't think the doors are magical, and you're not sensing like something magical about the writing. So it's hard for you to discern that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Zelphus could definitely detect magic, though.
I knew that it was somewhere down in the depths of this place, so it would help us guide a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea, actually. Let's go ahead and do that.
Give me a will save, please. Okay. So you collapse to your hands and knees. Your head is just like reeling. Like you're like super dizzy. Everything's spinning around you. But afterwards, you are able to sense a small magic. Oh shit! I ballsed it. There's a small magical presence here. Small magical presence here. And this room is pinging like all hell.
Well, let's save the big bad room for last. Anyhow, I inform my compatriots of my magical scrying ability.
Oh, I lied actually.
You is a liar.
I am. There's also a presence here.
Alright, so, Summoner Man, you want to send your whatever in the hell this thing is into the Fool?
Do we have a name for the Eidolon? Some horrible, like, I assume it has like an eldritch name and then has like a nickname.
A normal name, yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, it's pending.
Pending.
Okay, pending's a good name.
I pet pending.
Pending. It's 2 words.
That was foaming from the mouth of anger.
So you're heading it's south? Through the door? The Fool door?
I'm asking if we don't put the Eidolon in there because the Fool.
Well, I am dumb, so I could also go too.
Entirely up to you.
I ride the Eidolon into the room.
If you, like, rules lawyering, the thing has to be 2 size classes larger than you for you to be able to ride it successfully.
True.
Like, as
You
a
would probably kill it.
I am a big lizard.
and it's a normal sized creature. Like,
It could ride you, maybe.
No, I carry it into the room
Okay.
with me.
You carry it into the room?
Yes.
You've come into a room. Inside, the entire room is like a reflective glass. You feel dizzy just stepping on it. It's very sheen, somewhat slippery. In the center of the room, I will go ahead and give you a little shape. Center of a room is a smallish glass display case. And it's got writing on it.
I can't read for shit.
Yeah, well, it's in Dwarven, but you can't read Dwarven, right? Oh yeah, you would be
Nope.
able to. No, you can't.
Nope. I
Okay.
could understand Dwarven, probably.
Oh, I
If they
see.
yell at me.
Like, you
So-
come get me if he like doesn't understand Squiggle.
No, so it's just like holds a mirror, basically.
Yeah, it's like a hall of mirrors, but there's not like it's not like all the walls. I mean, the walls are mirrored, but there's not little dividing walls. It's not like a maze.
Uh,
It's like a giant
Alright.
mirror room. Yeah.
so I put the alarm here. Right here. I
Okay.
look at closer. I recognize it's dwarven shit. So I come and basically,
As you get closer, you can actually see there's like a blue velvet on the inside of this display case, and an amulet laying in it with it's kind of like 3 intertwining snakes make up like sort of the amulet part of the amulet. I forget what that's called.
What? Naroboros?
No. I know what Ouroboros is and stuff like that. I mean, what the amulet part, like the chunky head part of the amulet, not the chain.
That is the actual amulet.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, the amulet. Yeah.
can I turn the amulet around? See if there's any other markings.
No, it's inside a glass display case. You'd have to open it to get it out.
Is there a keyhole?
No.
I think the obvious is smash it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Oh.
Sorry, you have an axe, right?
So that'd be a
Uh,
10.
I have a javelin,
4.
a cutlass, and a shield.
Okay, so you smash it with your cutlass and it shatters. The second the glass shatters, the room locks shut.
I just look at the door and just shrugs.
Okay. There's also now of course we have your favorite, as you called it. Just sort of stuff like this, but you're now surrounded by a bunch of mirrored walls. On top of that, there is a loud klaxon going off. And you can see the lift bridge is now rising again. It's loud klaxons going through the whole cave system.
What? I just take the amulet and just go through the fucking glass, just punching it or what have you.
So you're trying to run straight through like the mirrored wall to your east, towards where you're pretty sure the door was?
Yeah, just smash it with my shield.
That requires, first off, I'm going to say like an intelligence check. See if you can figure out which way is which, because you're now super disoriented. And then it would be a strength check to break through any of these walls.
So what was that? Int?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Strength.
Nice. Okay, so you do. You sort of have a general idea, and you start smashing through walls. We'll say you take 1d4 plus 1 points of damage breaking through all this glass. But you do manage to get your way to the door.
What was it? 1d4 plus what?
Yeah, plus 1. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I do have natural armor though.
Oh, no, that's to reduce like your chance of getting hit, not the damage.
Oh.
Yeah. So you do, I mean, the door is, now pretty much open, so you manage to get through. And I assume everyone's just kind of staring at you.
I present them the amulet.
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
We now have 4 goblins come down the lift. They're staring at all of you, and they are shrieking in goblin. One of them points at you and attempts to speak common. You stole amulet, you fool!
I didn't steal shit. Was the lizard wizard?
Return the amulet, or die.
I just throw at them. It's like, okay.
Yeah, just chuck it back at him.
Huh. Well, give me a give me a throw, I guess, like a range attack roll.
Oh, please crit.
He's not trying to fucking beat him with it.
No, but if it
I
falls
want-
off the lift, she's gone.
No, I wanted to get embedded into one of them.
Oh, so you're trying to
Would
hit them
you
with it.
not?
No,
Okay.
if I crit, I just wanted to be embedded into one of the goblins.
If while he's throwing it, can I catch it with mage hand?
Okay, yeah, you totally could, actually.
Because she would do that.
Okay, so he throws it and you pluck it. You don't have to roll it then, Zaz. So Zaz throws the amulet at them, and you just see Delia, no, and her hands like do a little wiggle and just snatches the amulet out of the air and pulls it back to her. Nice catch, literally. I like that one. The goblins are still fucking pissed, though. So I will say I will give you guys 30. We'll give you 1 minute to see if you can figure out what we're doing with the goblins or we're rolling initiative.
I close the door.
I'm gonna put up my hand to make the goblins like shut the fuck up for 1 second.
This is like chill.
Just-
like 1 second.
Just
Um,
okay. Why take amulet? Bad. He fool. He take. Why bad?
So it doesn't seem like they're really in the mindset to negotiate at this point. If we got a really good intimidate or bluff roll, I'm talking like a 17, we could probably calm them down somewhat.
Let me see. Bluff, -1. Oof. Intimidate, -1. Oof.
Okay, roughly, you said that this was a chain hoisted lift?
Correct.
Worst comes to worst, those goblins are gonna have fun with that elevator shaft.
I don't know how we're getting back up, but we'll worry about that later, right?
Hey, it's a
Intimidate.
chain hoist.
Oh, yeah.
Climb the damn
Holy
pole.
shit, that's a nat 20, right?
That is a nat 20, yeah.
Yep.
Zaz just fucking belches fucking rage.
Fucking pterodactyl shriek.
That's right, yeah, it's like a T-Rex scream just tears through and echoes through the cavern. It drowns out the klaxon. What are you yelling at them, Zaz, knowing that you don't speak any language?
Just tell them to shut up.
Well, they don't understand you, but they've all calmed down. They're just like, lizard all powerful, lizard all powerful. They're back.
Collectively browned their pants.
That's right. They're back to bowing.
Bring me my brown pants.
So, two of them head off into the glass room, and 2 head back upstairs. And eventually, the klaxon turns off.
Fucking nat 20 into it.
See, you gotta love it, man. D&D, you always got that like 1 in 5.
1 in like 80 if you're borrowed.
That's right. 1 in 5 chance to do something real cool.
A little bit of the time, it works every time.
Yeah.
all right. So are we keeping this amulet now?
Sure. Now that you can give me a spellcraft to see if it is magical, what it may do. Holy Jesus Christ. Oh, that wasn't a nat 20 though. I was gonna say another nat 20, I'm out. But no, that was just a 9.
Oh my god, you have +9 spellcraft? That's fucked. From what you can tell, it's an amulet protecting you from serpents.
That would have been useful on the ocean.
True. Well,
Might be
those are
useful in
sea
these
devils.
rooms.
Sea devils, bro.
Yeah, but they were snaky thing
Yeah,
lizards.
lizardy, snaky things, yeah. So do you wear it? You put it in your pocket?
If
Well,
the
I
lizard
mean,
wears it, do they just like start levitating because they're repelling away from themselves?
Serpents, not lizards.
A lizard is a serpent, kind of.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Back
now
on
you're
off.
splitting hairs. If it said reptiles, then sure.
What's your plan with it, Delay?
I think she'll keep it in her pocket for now.
Okay. So we
Ooh.
have. Sorry?
Can I trick the goblins into giving the amulet, not the amulet, the charm I have?
Well, no, they're not asking for it back.
Oh, okay.
You scared them into not wanting it back anymore.
That's right,
I
yeah.
scared them to
They're just kind of like, fuck it, keep it.
All right.
Can we, I assume we're not going back in that room.
No.
Can we have a fun out of character moment and talk about what the writing said?
Sure.
Only a fool would break this glass and sound the alarm. Fucking 10 out of 10.
This is why the stupid lizard and the stupid Eidolon went in.
Fucking called out. I just had a feeling someone would just go in there and just smash it for shits and gigs. And I also figured if I wrote that, someone would smash it anyway. They'd be like, oh, yeah, right. Oh, fuck. Well, it all worked out, and the same damn fool saved the day by screaming really loud.
The fool saved himself from himself.
That's right, yeah. I mean, I think it's perfect, though. Like, the fool went in, the fool went out, and everything came back to, like, par.
Yep.
Alright, so which way do we head? North, towards the intellectual, or east, towards the muscle?
I say we go up because we just did the stupid. Let's do the not.
Let's use our brains a little. Very well. There's a hallway, and in it there's like gold emblazoned characters along the wall telling a rhyme. However, it is in, well, not really a rhyme per se. Sorry, I lied. But it's in 4 different languages, each line a different language. So I'm going to go ahead and query, and we'll see who knows each language, should anyone. We have Elven, we have Draconic, we have Dwarven, and we have Sylvan.
I can
Right,
assist with the
three.
draconic.
Okay?
I was about to say, I was going with Draconic or try to.
Okay, so we have a Draconic.
Well, the elf speaks Elven, the dwarf speaks Dwarven, the Sylvan. I don't even know what the fuck a Sylvan is.
It's like the Fey folk.
I have that.
No,
one.
I also have dwarven.
Oh, perfect. So between the
okay.
4 of you, here you go. This is your little stanza by stanza. I think we should have Delia read that out, and she reads the last line. Or actually, why don't we do it?
Are you
So
gonna round robin it?
yeah, I think so. So Delia does the first line, then it was Draconic Dwarven, so it would be Delia, Talon, Salty, and then Delia again. I think that's fun. Go for it, Delia.
Why?
First line.
Okay. One tooth to bite.
Service.
Something
Oh,
wrong.
sorry, I did it without the push talk.
Oh,
Sorry.
you fucked it.
He's the forest foe.
And one tooth to fight.
As all dwarves know.
Well,
It's
all
kinda
dwarves
fun,
also
right?
know that they don't have just one tooth.
You don't know. He could have had them all fall out of his head.
True, Braldir.
He's an old man. He's only got one left.
I mean, I'm missing 8, so I don't know what to talk.
You gotta stop going to those damn fight clubs, I tell you.
No, it's all my back ones.
So these are gold emblazoned, but which one is actually gold?
Oh. The word tooth.
Hmm.
Yeah, tooth and forest foe are in like the actual like gold.
So both references of the word tooth, or
Correct.
Hmm. Have the goblins fecked off back up the lift yet?
Well, there's 2 down here still messing around with the klaxon system and trying to put away all the walls that have now been broken. I'll sort of sweep up the glass.
I'm not gonna try and pull out the letters yet, but I'm gonna try and just like poke a finger at the word tooth, just kind of poke
Okay.
it and see if it's loose.
It looks like you could potentially get them out, but it would take a bit.
Another one for the return trip.
Do we open the following door?
Because you don't try and take gold out of a pirate's hand.
Very true, yeah. As you come up to the next door and open it, you almost hear the sound of rushing water, birds chirping, a very serene sort of soundscape.
09 soundscape.
So you peer through the doorway into a broad, pillared hall. The columns of stone are carved as tree trunks and seem to be placed at random like trees in a forest. Stone root systems crawl out into the floor, and marble branches expand across the ceiling. We even note a few carvings of small birds and squirrels. Now, beautiful as they are, sculpting doesn't appear elven, nor something a dwarf would normally carve. A tall tree stands in the center of the room. I will mark that on your map. And in that tree's branches, hanging tight knit from them, is a cloak.
How far up this pillar tree? Or is this one an actual tree?
No, it just appears to be a tree, but it's
How
quite
far up
large.
are we talking?
Maybe 20 feet. It's not overly high, but it does seem to be fairly entangled among the branches. It's unlikely you could get it free without damaging the cloak, even if you were to like smash the pillar.
Can I bite the branch?
Hey, mage. Think you could fish that down for old Salty?
I can try.
Okay. So this is actually the cloak itself. I'll say you could probably get away with like 5 pounds, right? But you would have to be very delicate and precise in your movements to untangle this. So it would require like an 18 or higher on, what do you think? Like dexterity, I think, is reasonable.
Could we help her, like, us standing around the periphery of the tree looking for other branches it would be running into?
I'll give you a +2 for that. So you'll have d20 +3. You need 18 or higher.
pick.
Well, should we try that if it's entangled on there?
Well, don't do that quite yet.
You can give perception the check around the room, see if we see anything.
Exactly that.
Okay. Oh god.
Nope.
July sees a tree.
I see stone.
She
Wanna give-
likes trees.
Well, fair enough, eh? Want to give her a shot, Zaz?
Yep.
Okay, nice. So Zaz actually finds on this tree there is a slit. It's about at its widest, 2 inches, not even, in height, and it goes into the tree and it tapers to a fine point.
Hmm. And I looked at the amulet. How big was it?
No, so this would be much larger than the amulet,
Hmm.
like
Oh, I just
longer.
poked the. I basically pointing at the hole, trying to get everyone's attention.
So the slit itself, like I said, that's the height of the sort of incision, if you will. The length of it, probably about half a foot, maybe 8 inches, something. My American isn't the best. I apologize.
6 inches, half foot.
No, I know, but I'm saying about 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches, somewhere like that for the length of the cut.
I'm getting a feeling like I have to put something inside there and then lift the tree out, like a lever.
Okay.
Alright. So you said the interior of the slit, like as it goes into the tree, it narrows out.
Correct.
Gonna, yeah. Nobody has a better suggestion. Take a dagger off my bandolier. This would fit.
Yes, correct. It would, yeah. All right, so you're gonna shove the dagger in?
Well, if nobody's going to object to it, because we have 2 mages and this is a mage place, but I'm kind of brute forcing it. Doing a dwarf.
Oh,
I don't know. I
Fuck, smoke.
mean, is there nothing around? No iconography, no warnings, nothing. It just the room as described.
Well,
Well,
we did
and the
get the
wording
one
before.
tooth. Yeah.
Could Talon do a perception check too?
And there it is, and it failed.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything more than that.
I would say go for it then in that case, because my character is going to have a aneurysm if I keep sensing magic this close to this stuff.
So how are you inserting the dagger? Are you inserting it lengthwise or widthwise?
Well, you said the slit was like a rectangle, right? It was 2 inches wide.
Yeah. So the slit is like this. I'm asking, are we doing the dagger like this, or are we doing the dagger like sideways?
The way it would fit. Yes,
Okay.
sideways.
No, that's just what I was checking. So the hilt's gonna get in the way a bit, one may say.
Well, the blade is a foot long.
There also is, that's a bit of a bitch, isn't it? Give me a strength check, see if you can force her in there.
My boy.
I know you're a beast.
Yeah, but if I break this, I'm sure that we're gonna have all sorts of hell from the goblins.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise doing that.
Oh, it's up to you. I don't mind.
Okay, but like I try and push it in and it just stops, or
No, it keeps going. It's just you're not quite able to fill the whole hole, if you will, without sort of like pushing it in.
All right. Does there seem to be any sort of like opening in the back of the hole, like for something that would like go in there and like fall, or is it just it goes to a point and stops?
Correct. It goes to a point and stops.
All right, all right. So, all right, here's something that would fill out the space in there. Gonna take a handful of blunderbuss shot, just kind of pour it into the slot.
Okay,
Push it in with the dagger.
that's fun. So it fills it up, and you see as you're filling it, the branches slowly unfurl around the cloak.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, let's say like you're able to fill like 60% of the area in there, so they've sort of unfurled 60%. I will say now it will be easier to try and get it out with your mage hand. It would be like a 14 DC.
Could I just put another handful of shot and just fill the whole fucking thing?
So we'll say you can fill about 80%. So we'll say it's about an 11 with your mage hand to get it out.
So an 11, and you have your.
And she gets her 3 bonus. 1 for Dax and 2 for you guys helping.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good chance. Like a 7 and 12 or something?
I mean, if it starts to give resistance like it's gonna tear, I could stop, right?
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Don't like go.
Don't reefer.
Yank the damn thing.
Yeah, okay. So d20 plus 3.
Or do I just hit the dex, or?
Oh no, you just roll your. Yeah, you could do that, and we'll just add 2 to the result. Because you have some
I'll
people
just do the
helping you.
d20 plus 3.
Holy shit, a crit. She just fucking like weaves this
Wow.
out slowly, like just
You're
delicately.
a wizard, Harry.
Yeah. As if Delia had known trees her whole life. But you do, you manage to untangle the cloak and lower it to you.
Now, wizard, I know you're not. Wait, no, you're. What do you call yourself? A summoner? One of them fancy ones.
Yep. Big glowing brand kind of gives it away.
Right. Well, the big pirate hat gives me away too. Especially.
R.
Yar.
Yar.
Close enough. So what can I do for you?
All right. Now we just spent. Looks at empty wrist. 8 minutes getting this out of the tree. Could you tell me just how magical this is?
Right now, doing that would not be advisable. We're too close to the main source. It might actually render me unconscious.
Look away from the main source. Don't look at the sun while you're trying to look at the sun.
That's like saying don't feel the heat of the sun while out in the middle of the day. It's not going to happen.
Put your arm in the way of the sun.
Magic does not work like that. Or at least my magic doesn't.
Well, I don't know magic, so I'm asking you.
It's a fair point. Can we wait until we're out of here to determine how magical this thing is?
Yeah, if you'd like, you could, leave the room, get a little further away.
No, I mean like out of the dungeon. Because remember, upstairs I was knocked to my knees. Down here, this close to it, and again, remember everyone, I'm only on 2 health.
Oh no, you're on 11.
Correction, I'm on 11 health now.
Because Delia managed to she managed to woo the bartender somewhat, who and say that someone bought her a drink, put some magical potions on his fucking tab, and then gave one to you, so you're all healed up. Well, not fully, but
Woo.
enough. Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, sure.
But if you'd like, you could leave, like, just go up the lift by yourself, do it outside. Yeah. So give me
I'll try it from here.
Give me a will save.
God damn it.
So
no, it's the same as before. Another 13. So nope.
Well, don't you should have a will bonus, right?
Summoner? Yeah, I feel like they may do.
Yeah, he has a will bonus of 2 on there, so that's a 15 willpower.
15? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's different. All right, so what magical impressions do I get with this?
It's definitely magical. But
All right, I'll go give him the good news.
do you have spellcraft or?
That is one thing I do not have.
Okay,
As a
so
summoner.
so you can't tell how it's magical, but you can definitely tell it is magical.
But no, Zelphus, you have spellcraft. You have a 6 in it.
Does he actually have the skill?
Yeah. Yeah. He has 2 from his
Dire
charisma.
cantrips,
Oh,
detect
wait, no,
magic,
3.
light, guidance, read magic, resistance, mending acid splash, rejuvenate, Eidolon, barb change, and mage armor.
No, it's not a spell. It's an actual skill,
Mhm.
like your acrobatics and appraise and all that.
Yeah.
Your knowledge arcana.
It'll be at the
Spell-
very bottom.
I have you down as a 6 on that. You have +2 from your int, and then it's a class skill, and you put a rank into it. So that gives you a 1 and a 3. It puts you at 6 bonus.
All right, so tell me, what is it?
Delai's got fucking 9 in it because she's crazy. Well, you're gonna have to roll your spellcraft. Sorry.
It's a d20 plus 6. That's it's a 13 there.
It has something to do with necromancy.
It has something to do with necromancy.
Oh, Jesus.
But Jesus.
Delia, you can tell that it's sort of more powerful magic than you're quite capable to identify, but you can tell that it allows you to make contact in some way with spirits.
Okay, she would relay that information.
Well, now we have conflicting stories because he said it protects me from necromancy, and she says it is necromancy.
Oh, I said nothing about protecting you. I said it has something to do with necromancy. I don't know what.
Is there anything else of note in this room?
No, that's it.
Spooky skeletons.
There is a door, but it's like magically sealed. Like there's no way through it.
Is there any writing on it?
No,
Any keyholes?
there's not.
Any recessed areas?
No. Completely locked.
Is there a knocker?
No.
Damn it.
Can I
No.
knock
Yes,
on it anyways?
I mean,
What
Well-
you want? Hello, Pizza Hut.
we'll say it has writing that's like,
Go away.
Fuck off or fall.
something like, when the tree falls, the wise man may enter or something.
Not knocking down no tree, not with them goblins being all pissy. Well, I guess we're off to be strong.
Wait, what kind of tree is it? I'm
So-
asking our mage companion because she would know.
Oh, fair.
Oh, okay, if it's like representing an oak or something. Got
It is representing an oak. Oak trees are cool.
And when a tree gets near the end of its lifespan, it drops seedlings. Any of them in the room?
No, I mean, it's made out of like marble pillars or something, so.
Well, shit.
Are there any carved up in the branches?
No. That is clever.
Break off a limb.
Okay, so who's breaking the limb?
Well, I'm just thinking of it. If it falls to the ground, it still counts as part of the tree falling. But
Well, why not just like break off one of the little twigs on the end of it?
all right, yeah, we'll go with a minimalist approach. That's pretty good.
Because Ralph said these were rather dainty, so yeah, just like mage hand just
Okay, so you break off a small like limb at the end of this tree, and when you do so, all of the branches like close up on or like around the tree, and it forms like just like a solid ball essentially. So the tree's like basically like a solid ball now, and you see the door on the east end disappear.
Fantastic. Wait, disappear from the frame, or the entire door is now no longer there? And it's
There's
just a solid
no
wall?
door, no door frame. It's just a wall.
God damn it!
All right. He says, fucking grabbing his anchor off his back. Gonna make the tree fall.
I'm gonna have the idol on help.
Okay, I like it.
Hello. Worse is how you should go about this one.
Do you have
I
any
just
flame
grab-
spells? Oh wait, I have acid. What am I doing? Once
Okay.
they break into the root structure, I'll pour acid on it.
Okay, so we're just smashing the tree.
Oh, I'm working on
Okay, when the DM says it like that, I don't know now.
Long day.
The goblins burst in the room. What you doing? Not the tree.
Elias
It's
is
Door
magic.
say- Door say tree fall. Tree fall.
Delia is looking at you guys in horror as well, by the way.
The fucking goblins are just
Don't worry,
screaming.
Delilah. It'll grow back. It's just gonna take a few centuries.
Oh,
I'm just
stone
looking
grows
at-
back. Yeah, it's known for that.
I'm just
I
looking
was
at
referring to the
stuff.
tree itself, and shh, don't tell her about the acid.
Oh god, well the tree's just like shattered. It's just in tiny pieces everywhere. The goblins are just hysterical, like just dumbfounded, like just what the fuck.
Just look at them. Magic.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I already told them, like, door say tree fall, tree fell.
The one that speaks like the most English, just like Braldir displeased, Braldir displeased. Punish, punish.
No,
Braldir.
no.
Braldir right
approve.
bad. Braldir right bad.
They're just sort of like scared right now.
Delia like taps. What's the lizard's name?
Zaz.
She taps him,
I turn around.
and she tries to like. Well, you can understand English, I think. So she's like,
Yep.
Do you have that religious artifact?
I whip my tail around and
Whoa, lewd.
you're lewd. I whip my tail around and basically show you that the amulet is on my tail.
Well, does that resemble the tree we just destroyed?
I look at the amulet. I look at the tree on the floor. I look at the amulet again. I look at the tree on the floor. I nod my head yes.
Well, one's a willow, one's an oak.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to say the oak was an oak.
Yeah, it's in pieces now. Rip.
I offer you the amulet.
Now it's the rare kindling.
Hmm. Behold the native kindling tree.
Ooh.
And Fox, I offer your character the amulet. Seems like you want it.
Oh well, she'll take it. Not sure what she's
Alright.
gonna do with it right now, but
Hand it to the goblins as we leave, kind of pat them on the shoulder. Here's your tree.
It's small now. So, where
Well,
to?
like, come on. Did fucking Braldir really not expect dwarves to come looking? It's his fault for making this a bitch tree that falls over with just a few blows.
Yeah, fucking Braldir, what a dick.
You're a dwarf, come on.
the worst
Expect
wizard.
dwarves to be stupid.
Well, that's not what the Knights of the Grove say.
Okay, well, Braldir, you're a human, and you should still expect dwarves to be stupid.
That's true, yeah. They have their moments.
Don't you know this by now?
Might have been
What?
200 years ago, but dwarves don't change very quick.
I mean, he did put a warning on the glass case.
I'll be dwarf.
What, break in case of emergency?
No. Wow, close, I guess. Either way, we have another door to check. Is that where we head? That's the
Did
goblins.
the
Is-
door
is
not come
this
back
door
after I
going to
knocked down the
break?
tree?
Oh, it's gone. It's in
Can
another
I go?
dimension.
Can I go, like, run my hand where the door was?
Okay, sure. You don't feel anything there. Feels like just a smooth wall.
Gonna hit the wall.
Okay.
Or after everyone's out. I don't trust you.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to break the wall.
The fuck is this wall made out of?
It's really thick.
Unobtainium.
It's like a fucking mountain. I mean, if you want to spend a while mining through it.
I have essentially a 40-pound pickaxe.
If you want to, yeah, go for it. I'll say you could get through it in like 2 hours.
Well, sure. I mean, they have the stupid lizard to go be strong. I'm gonna sit here beating the shit out of this non-usable door to make it a usable door again.
Okay.
Braldir be damned.
So or is everyone else heading in the next room while he hammers away?
Oh no, I want to see this proceed. This is going to be interesting. I also, since the Eidolon has those like ridiculously ethereal talons, maybe we could add that to the helping hand with this.
I know, like you'd need like an actual like pick.
Fair enough.
I like how the goblins is looking at horror.
Yeah, they're just staring at you smashing. You know, fuck yeah, they probably would attack you at this point. Actually, give me some
But
initiative.
But I'm putting the door back.
Gee, origami, thanks. I'm glad
No.
you opened your mouth. No.
I mean that's fair though. Like
I am putting the door back.
you're breaking that door. That was the last straw. You're breaking the wall. They're just like, what the fuck at this point?
Well, if they want to die, I guess that's on them.
Okay.
Do I hear anything? Because all I hear is
Wait, why is there 4 initiatives? The 2 goblins are still upstairs. They don't know shit.
No, they all ran down when you guys started fucking breaking the
holy shit?
tree.
But how would they know?
Because the other goblins screamed in little goblin voices.
And I roared.
Acoustics, everyone.
Alright, I like the natural fucking 20 there. Nice.
Yeah, for initiative.
Zaz and Delia, go ahead and give me your initiative.
Oh, alright. 16.
Nice. I think you actually get a bonus to that, so you're a little higher.
Probably 17, 18.
Foxy?
Oh wait, my initiative.
Hmm.
Yeah, what?
Pretty sure you definitely get
Plus
like a...
2.
So yeah.
Yeah, so
Or
18.
Okay. Well, let's begin then. We start with Zelphus. It's the big plan.
Send the Eidolon towards the nearest enemy.
Okay, he's surrounded, so
Perfect.
make an attack on one.
I guess technically I'd be there.
Okay, it's a miss.
All right.
Would
Now for acid splash, that hits 1d6. Okay. We'll
Cool.
say we did it to this one right here.
Which one? Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh wait, what the hell? Oh, point and click. There we go.
Works for me.
So since there's the combat, would me and Origami have even left the room?
I guess
we
you could
have-
have run back in, yeah.
Well, like, would we have left the room
No.
before that happened?
Fox, I have 60 foot of range. We can get there if you just hop on my back.
Okay. Okay. Give me
Like
a...
60 foot, 40 foot.
I mean, 40 foot.
It's
I'm
still
sorry.
pretty fast. Alright, well, he fucking Speedy Gonzalez is you in there. Now what are you doing?
Alright, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm here. I grab this dwarf over here, and I'm gonna chuck it at this dwarf over here.
You're gonna
Goblin.
grab a goblin?
Grab a goblin by the head, chuck at the other one.
Alright, give me a grapple check.
You didn't actually have to grapple the keyboard.
Just fucking ripped it out there.
Where is it?
How the fuck do you roll grapple?
Yeah.
It's a CMD.
Isn't it a
Combat maneuver.
CMB?
Combat maneuver.
Yeah, it'd be a CMB because you're hitting him with a combat maneuver.
Oh, okay. My bedang bitch. Boot up.
Well, I managed to grab him, I guess.
Oh no, they have a very high AC, sorry.
Goblins
Well,
with a high armor count? That's different.
Yeah, well, it's their touch AC. But they
Ah.
still have a 12. Oh.
Ooh.
Ish. So you just don't manage to grab him, and then he gets an attack of opportunity. He misses anyway. So we have Goblin number 1. He's taking a swing at the lizard. He misses. We have Goblin number 2. He's taking a swing at the Eidolon. And he misses. So it's now Fox's turn.
Sorry, I'm looking at a spell really quick.
Sure.
I would like to imagine that Fox is still on my back. Just look at her book.
What spell were you looking at, Fox?
The hypnotism one.
Oh, yeah. So you just roll 2d4. And you tell me where you're hitting it.
I was just trying to remember what it does exactly.
So it'll actually make them like us again. Like it'll actually make them friendly. It raises their thoughts on us by 2 steps, essentially. Which, if that doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry about it. But you roll 2d4 to see how many levels worth of enemies you can convince to like us more.
Two D4.
Mm-hmm. And you can pick up to 30 feet worth of dudes, so that's quite a bit.
Is there any extra points I add to that, or no?
No, it's 2d4. So you can make 3 of them like us. And then they get a chance to resist it. Because we're in
Could be
combat, they get
interesting.
+2. So they need to make a 15. Okay, so 2 of them are now friendly and confused. And we'll say that's the top 2. So the top 2 are like sort of not fighting anymore. They're like your friends. They're just like, oh, nice elf, good elf, friend elf. Whereas the bottom 2 are like, we're still gonna fucking murder these guys. Or something. So anyway, one of the ones that's not charmed is taking a swing at the Eidolon. He misses. It's your go, I think, Bard? What is Salty gonna do? Just fucking shotgun delete a corridor's worth?
If I did hit the Eidolon though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. Like. Oh yeah.
Well, you could aim it up, I guess, and cone and only hit 2 of them. And those
Oh,
are
yeah,
actually
true, yeah.
those are actually the 2 that are not friendly right now.
True. It would either be cone and hit these 2 bastards, or throw my fucking anchor at this dickhead.
It's up to you, my man. It's kind of fun to just shotgun them, though. Yeah?
I think anchor will be next. Yeah, we'll just level the blunderbuss this away and just click clack.
All right, do it up. Give me your range. It's their touch AC, right?
Yeah, it's touch AC.
So it's 12.
Click clack.
Oh, buddy.
11. Do I need to roll that again? Hit the other fucker though.
You do, yeah. So you missed one of them.
Clack click.
So you did 2 damage to one.
2.
That deletes the one guy anyway.
They had 2 health.
Well, 2 health left. That was the one Zelf started damaged.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get it.
We got 1 left. And it's now back to Zelfa's turn. Eidolon, do it up.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta hit a 14.
It's this guy that's mean one, by the way.
Yeah. No.
It's a nope.
Acid splash.
I hit though. All right,
Nice.
another acid splash.
Nice. Now Origami's turn. So you can run past the friendly ones without them attacking you because they're friendly.
Can I put a rope around the 2 friendlies and tie them to my
Yeah. That'd be like your turn, though. But yeah, you could do that.
Alright, so they're basically attached because I have rope with me. They're basically attached to me.
Okay. So Delia, your turn. This is the only bad guy left right now.
Box.
She's
Sorry,
done.
I'm just looking at the.
Sorry, after this combat, we'll call it then. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to finish the dungeon.
Oh, I'm not falling asleep. I'm just looking at the spells.
Oh, what do we do with that cloak, by the way? Last I know, Delia was touching it and figured out what it was.
Well, Salty originally wanted it because it was in the tree, but I'm not so sure now because necromancy.
Mm-hmm. Who would have taken it and put it in their pack?
I mean, I probably would have, but it would depend on if the elf actually handed it over or not.
Yeah, it'll be in the elf's inventory until further notice.
Unless someone asked for it, she probably would have kept holding on to it, I think.
Hey, folks, you got all the
fat
artifacts.
loots, yeah.
Well, she's poor. She's gotta take anything she
That's
can get.
right. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, you forgot that she also has my charm on.
Oh yeah. And the potions.
And the compass.
It's true. Fuck, she got everything.
It will
The
look
problem
like
the problem I'm having is like Delia's not really wanting to fight these guys, so that's why she was using things to try and like deter them from fighting back instead.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You could give me an intimidate check and like yell at the other guy and be like, "Hey, like we don't want to kill you." You know what I mean?
in before.
We don't want to kill you. Speak for yourself, knife here.
Holy
Ooh.
shit. All right. Well, he just sort of stares at Delia, shouting at him, and he drops his spear, puts his hands up. The other two are just like, "Hey, friends, we're coming with you."
I then I grab the. Oh, it's not my turn.
This is insane.
Unless he's disabled.
Well, he dropped his spear, so you'd have a second to tie him up.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
so I tie him up with to me.
we got a little daisy chain. I like it.
No, I need that literally on my body.
What the fuck? Okay.
Like exactly.
He now has goblin armor.
Nice.
Exactly.
An interesting interpretation.
Why don't
Okay.
you go, why don't you go tie them onto the side of the lift or something? Like, keep them out of the way.
I
Unless
mean,
we're
they're
gonna
not
be using
going
them as
anywhere.
fodder. Throw them into traps.
I mean, if we meet any other goblins, all I have to do is just remove them and say, "Hey, don't fuck around with us."
No, that would definitely make other goblins fuck around with you, I think. I don't know.
I mean, they come vouch for us. Like they're crazy.
Well, every time they
man.
try and stab him, they'll just be hitting a fucking goblin.
That's true.
Just have him stand in the front.
So
It's
we're
that the one comic thing, guy has all the babies duct taped to himself. You can't shoot me, you can't even knock me over without losing something precious.
It's pretty good.
All right, I guess that's what I do then.
So is that our plan, though? We're just gonna dig through in the next room. We're not gonna check out any other rooms. We're not gonna.
No, I mean they all can go back to the other room. Just like I was doing that to put the door back in, but apparently I'm not allowed to because that makes me mean. Fucking stupid goblins.
Oh, can you give me control of the goblins?
Oh, I actually always fucking forget how to do that. Sorry. Here we go. You now have control of the goblins.
the gobos. And the good gobbo's a dead gobbo.
Nice. I just wait here.
Okay. Are you going to check the room out?
If there's any goblins there,
I mean,
I
that's
might
the
piss
muscle
them
room.
off.
That's what you're good at, remember?
Oh, that's true. I'm also good at the full and the muscle. Well, I'm gonna wait until everyone is in the room.
Okay. So are Delay and Talon heading down there as well, while Salty
Mhm.
digs east?
Well, Salty's gonna come back into here, and he's getting them gold letters.
Oh, okay. So while you're doing that, who's opening the door?
I guess I am.
Okay, front of the party, sure. Well, as you open the door,
I'll close the door here so the goblins don't see me
fair.
smashing the shit out of the statues.
Well, the second you open the door, rats that have been just all over the floor, and they look like they were massively on edge. The second you open the door, they just start shrieking. They're
Shut the door.
They run in all directions away from a massive putrid form lying in the center of the floor. The rats are like crawling over each other, climbing, digging in the holes in the corners. And I think that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Good safe call.
I did get a little late, unfortunately, but we got pretty far. We almost got there. And yeah, good job not alerting the rats. That was good. I like
This
that.
is why Salty was knocking on doors.
I was really curious to see how you guys were gonna get around that one, but either way, take it easy, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe we do a short D&D session tomorrow. I don't know who's free, but like we probably have. I don't know because I never know how long something will take. But I wouldn't think more than an hour left of the dungeon. You know.
Yep.
So maybe we just do a quick one, bang it out, and then we'll figure out a time next week to do like a next proper session. I don't know though. Either way, take it easy.
No,
Nah.